And that's a wrap. 2032 is in the books. Week 2033 is here among us. We're going to go over last week's top 5 drivers. We're going to do an economic update in America and also how not to arm wrestle.
Ready?
Here we go. Last week's top 5 drivers, Brave Freight Week 2032. In number 5, we have Mr. Efrain Porres. Great job, Efrain. Closing out the week, $6,100. Stellar job. Very good. Coming in at number 4, he's back again, Ronald Rhoda, closing out the week at $6,277. Good work. And then number 3, Larry Booz, just inching out Ronald Rhoda, closed the week at $6,300. Larry, I like seeing your name up here. Great job, my man. Number 2 is PJ Hannell, $6,829 for the week. A frequent visitor to the top 5. I think he's a frequent visitor to the top 3. PJ, you're crushing it. Great job. Keep up the good work. And drum roll. Number 1. This is nuts, guys. Kenny Netterville came in $9,375. I don't know what you did, but you need to share your Wheaties with every single person on the team. $9,375. You're crushing it, man. Great job. All right, guys, great work. So last week as a company, we did 41,558 miles with a gross income of $85,456. That's an average dollar per mile to you guys of $2.06 a mile. Incredible. The weekly individual gross average, so if you went out and took a load last week, your numbers were counted into this average, was $4,747.55 average gross income per truck. Now keep in mind that has both high and low numbers in it. So it has Mr. Kenny Netterville at $9,375 last week, but it also, we have a handful of drivers that only took 1 or 2 loads last week. It includes them. I think our lowest last week was $1,450. So great individual average. The rates are up. We took here, PJ Hannell, for example, who I think was number 2 last week. His low total dollar per mile was $1.73, but his high was $3.17 per mile. So his individual average was actually the company average, $2.06 a mile. So as I always say, what you miss on the swings, you make up on the merry-go-rounds. He had to take that load for $1.73 a mile, but he also got that load for $3.17 a mile. All in all, this is what I'm saying, is that the rates are absurdly high right now compared to what they were 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago, and this is the time to be making money. If you've been doing this industry, and if you've been in this industry and driving truck for any period of time, you've seen the rates fluctuate. You know that there's times of the year that are a carrier market, and there's times of the year that are a broker market. And it's really easy to complain when it's a broker market and you're getting paid $1.40, $1.50, $1.60 when you used to get paid $1.80, $2, $2.10 out of that same market. It sucks. So this is the time to make money. I'm basically begging you right now to work your tail off and work as hard as you possibly can, because I promise you what comes up will come down. There's always going to be fluctuations in the market, but this is a carrier market right now. This is an owner-operator market. This is the time to go out and make as much money as you physically possibly can. Make a deal with your family. Let them know that this is the time to make hay while the sun is shining. Stay out 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Take short weekends back and crush it, because there will come a time within the future where the same thing that's paying $210, $220, $230 could pay $1.50, $1.60, $1.70, and it's going to be really easy to want to complain at those times, but you'll be much happier knowing that you took advantage of the strong market while you had it. So a couple updates. I want to go over just an overall general economic update, and I'll get a graphic to the video guy to make sure that he puts up. But basically this graphic is showing you the amount of new unemployment claims versus the amount of continued unemployment claims, and it's not good, okay? It is basically saying that the amount of people that are unemployed is going up and the amount of people that are staying unemployed is continuing to go on. Why am I sharing this with you? Because you know, as a truck driver, that our industry is vitally united to the entirety of the American economy. I always tell people that without our industry, you would be naked in a field and starving, because literally every building that we walk into, every meal that we eat, every piece of clothing we put on our body, it's all been on a truck at some point in time. Our industry is vitally united to the American economy. And to not look at these economic statistics and relate them to our work right now would be asinine, right? It would be terrible business. So I'm here to help you and to talk to you guys about this, that the overall economy is in a shaky place. Am I saying that we're gonna have an economic collapse? I'm not saying that. Am I saying it's possible? Yes, I'm absolutely saying it's possible. So again, I just wanna reinforce this idea that what the rates are right now are not what the rates are always going to continue to be, and put yourself in a strong position financially. Save money where you can save money, reduce your expenses, and put yourself in a strong position to be able to weather whatever type of economic storm comes ahead. Also, I want to tell you guys, so we're going to release the KPI sheet breakdown. So you guys saw attached to your settlement reports last week that we did an in-depth KPI report. So we cost per mile calculator on the side. I'm not going to go into the details, but we basically took your average miles, your average income, your average expenses for each category. We broke them down as a per mile expense. You're able to see how your production stacks up to other people within the company. And if you guys have any other metrics that you'd be interested in seeing, send me a message on Slack. We're here to be able to provide these tools for you to help give you business insight analytics that, not that you couldn't do on your own, but it would just be a major pain and a major waste of time. So shoot me a message on Slack. Let me know if there's anything else we can provide for you guys. Also, I want to remind you, so this month you're going to be reached out to probably by John or somebody on our team. Quarterly inspections are due, right? Fully reimbursable. I'm not interested in any one of you guys wasting any money on anything, but you have to get your vehicles, your truck and your trailer have to get a paid for vehicle inspection. Go wherever you want to go, mechanic, whatever, certified inspection, and get that done by the end of the month of August. You will not be able to take a load in the month of September if you don't have that inspection done in the month of August, okay? And again, fully reimbursable. So how do you get it reimbursed? If you get a clean roadside inspection within 30 days of getting your vehicle inspection, we will reimburse you 100% of the receipt paid for price that you paid for that inspection. We don't want you to be wasting money. We want to continue to protect this opportunity and our safety scores to continue to keep Brave Freight a strong opportunity for you and all the other owner operators and their families. So you'll be getting a phone call on that. And again, I would just encourage you to get your roadside inspection, your voluntary roadside inspection, like immediately after you get your vehicle inspection, because that's how you can ensure that everything's going to match up. All right, so looking into the future, as a company, we're always improving. We're always looking to get better. We've heard feedback from you, and we're implementing some new improvements for you guys. So one of the things, I have 2 phone calls today with 2 final companies I'm going to be interviewing. Actually, 3 phone calls with the final 3 companies we're going to be interviewing. We're going to be adopting a more mainstream e-log platform for you guys. So something that's going to be easier for you guys to use, something that's going to be easier for you to navigate, and something that's just going to overall be a better experience from you. So we've heard from a few of the drivers having problems with e-logs over the last several months, and I just put my foot down, drew a line in the sand and say, look, we're changing it. So a couple different companies we're looking at, Samsara and Keep Trucking are the top 2, which are very, very common major platforms that are very easy to use. And again, that's no change to you in cost or anything. That's something that we cover on our end, but we really want to improve the user experience for you as an owner operator. Also, we've heard some stuff from different drivers. We are working at building a built-in scanner into our Brave Freight app. So it's not something that's going to come in within the next week or two, but probably over the next 60, 90 days, maybe 120 days, probably by the end of this year, we're going to have the scanning function built right into our web app. So you guys are going to be able to scan your PODs and your BOLs right from the Brave Freight app to make your life a little bit easier. We're also working on a way to capture maintenance expenses for you guys in a more efficient way to better cost average your maintenance per mile. So we're looking at that. We'll deliver it from you guys. And also by the end of this year, we're looking to provide an optional accounting and bookkeeping service to help you guys maximize your deductions and ultimately minimize your truck payments. So we're constantly looking as a company to offer more value to you. And you know, we have two types of owner operators, and really we have one type of owner operator because the other ones just don't really stick with us. We don't really keep them on long term, but we have the type of owner operators that are humble, willing to learn and willing to grow and willing to improve their life and their business. And then we have people that are just stuck in the rut of life. And I want to encourage you, there's a couple scriptures that have really meant a lot to me over the years. And in the Bible, it says that God resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. So you'll find that as you stay humble as a human being, whatever it is, whether it's in your family life, whether it's in your friendships and your social life, whether it's your business and your work with your dispatcher and with our team, or whether it's within your own personal or business finances, when you come from a humble attitude that's willing to learn, I'm not saying that that humble people aren't smart. What I'm saying is that humble people are always willing to learn, right? They're always willing to capture new information. If you can continue to remain humble and continue to remain teachable, you're going to find that you're going to be exalted. In the Bible, it also says that those that exalt themselves will be humbled, but those who humble themselves will be exalted. I had such a great conversation with one of our truck drivers, Ewan, this morning. He had an issue with his trailer, and I was so impressed with how he communicated with me, even in a heated situation, how respectful that he was. And I was able to learn a lot because I'm always looking to learn from you guys. So I just want to continue to just encourage you guys to remain humble out there. We don't know what the shippers and the receivers are dealing with. We don't know whose family member was just diagnosed with cancer or what personal problems that these people might be dealing with in their own personal life. Continue to love people that you run into out there. Continue to love people at the truck stops, at shippers and receivers, and you'll find that life will continually get better for you as you continue to keep a loving and a humble heart. So great week last week, 2033 ahead of us. The best is yet to come.